And now the night everyone in the football world has been longing for. Millions will be watching around the world. It is, of course, the biggest final in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. Welcome to the commentary box. Derek Ray here, joined by Lee Dixon. It's Barcelona facing Real Madrid.
Well, hundreds of millions of people will be tuning into this one. Probably the biggest club game in the world. Pointed end of the tournament. Who's going to come out on top? Well, Derek, we're just about to find out. Very, very excited.
Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. If you like wingers, you'll love this, Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield players. The back four is pretty conventional, but fullbacks will be asked to support from behind.
It is the game that the world truly focuses on. The Champions League final. Only two teams left in the quest for European glory. Who's it going to be tonight, Lee?
Well, it's a toss of a coin for me. It's a really big night for everybody. All that hard work leading up to pre-season training, going through your domestic league, playing Champions League on and off, the winter break, all of that culminates in tonight. Very, very big night for everybody concerned. Supporters, but most so the players. They have to stay focused, play the game, not the occasion.
And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. And leading the attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Oh, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. He's got space. Chance to cross. Can they cover up? And a time for calm on the ball. Oh, left his man behind here. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. A real opening now. Rashford! And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Federico Valverde. Good work from Barca to make sure possession changed hands. Bad pass. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. And understandable that we place the focus of attention on Robert Lewandowski, one of the best in the finishing business, Lee. What sort of performance do you expect to see from him?
Well, I can't believe in the past he's had his critics, because the man's a goal machine. Gets in front of goal, scores a goal. What's wrong with that?
Rafinha. Really getting stuck in. Well, there to intercept. The cross is on. This looks promising. And he's broken free. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
And he's fired over the corner. He succeeded in getting his fist to it. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Lewandowski. And a chance for him on the flank. An effective challenge. Mbappe. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. Oh, in with a chance! Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Lewandowski. Well, wasteful from the Blaugrana. He's got the right idea with that pass. He just needs to remain icy cool. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
He has time to play it over. Went in strongly, decisively. They're trying to get right into his face. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Valverde. Mbappe. Chances on. And danger still. Well, they can bring it out now. Might jump in front. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Araujo. Christensen. Pedri. Rashford. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Jude Bellingham. Here's Valverde. Mbappe. And in the perfect position to read it. The ball back with Real now. Mbappe. Making progress is Kylian Mbappe. And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch. Well, the goal will not stand. It is offside.
Yeah, good football there, but just straight offside.
Koundé. Being pressed and pressed high. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. De Jong into the advanced position. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, not too far away at all, but getting underneath it ever so slightly. Federico Valverde. And Bellingham. Oh, big chance. Well, I think you could call that an escape. It looked a certain goal. And possession lost by Barcelona. Not a particularly strong challenge. Well, that is a defender's job to come to the rescue. A good-looking move. Good work to regain possession. High-quality defending. And the decision is one of offside here. Alaba. Mbappe. Might be able to get in behind the defence. And Barcelona have possession again. That's very effective, good high pressing. And the ruling is offside here. Christensen. Rafinha. Losing possession a bit easily. Rodrigo. Might be a chance here. Still possibilities. Well, no damage done. Barca maintain possession, advantage. Well, great read there to intercept. It did look on for them, but not to be. Mendy, crossing into the middle. No spillage from the goalkeeper, routine. Eduardo Camavinga. Well, offside, unfortunately. Araujo. An encouraging move from Barca. Lewandowski. Here's Rafinha. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. On and on he goes. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. Mbappe. And in with a real chance. Can he finish? But it can't get through. Good bit of pressing. Another block. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. He's in with a chance. And lining it up. De Jong. Not even close in the end, Lee.
Well, he's had a go, Derek. He's gone for power, but the accuracy just wasn't there, was it?
Mendy. And possession lost, intercepted. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Fine teamwork to win it back. Pedri. And he read it well. Can he put them in front? Real Madrid on target. They make the first important statement on this colossal night.
Well, very, very important to get your nose in front in a final. Real Madrid have done that. Well, it's good play. Ian Wright always told me, stand in the middle of the goal. It sounds simple, but you don't have to get a lot of goals from that position.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Well, the manager knows the importance of that goal. He also knows that you're at your most vulnerable just after you've scored.
And Barca get the ball moving once more. How will they react? Possession changing hands. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Rafinha. And Torres on the ball. Well, I must say, no shortage of space for Barcelona. Oh, it's a penalty, in the opinion of the referee, and maybe they'll be able to level this up. The referee might well have been tempted to book him for that. Resisted the temptation. The keeper going in the right direction and saving it. Alexander-Arnold. Can they hit on the break? Will it be sufficiently imaginative? And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back, and then from there the keeper had little chance. 2-on-1, left completely exposed, and it made for a simple finish in the end.
It's going their way, 2-0. Rafinha. And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. It needs an accurate cross. And a tidy tackle. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Good pressure high up the pitch. Could pull one back here. And finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. He's in behind. Will he? Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, having scored two, he's going to get the hat-trick at some point, you feel. He's just so full of confidence, never looked like missing.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, it's turning into a real shocker. This is the very reason, Derek, I'm not a manager.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Lewandowski. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, they're in a wretched situation. What can they do to rectify this league?
Well, the Barcelona coach is scratching his head. What do I do next? He's got to change things up, he really has. Half-time is just around the corner. It's a welcome break from this performance, I can tell you.
Oh, in with a chance! Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. De Jong. And Rashford. Rashford getting forward. Might be dangerous. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Opportunity it is. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Araujo. Ferran Torres. Given away by Barcelona. Mbappe. Can he put it in? And up for grabs off the keeper. And it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Jude Bellingham. Oh, what an opportunity. Surely. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, here's the replay. You've got to ask questions about the back line and the goalkeeper. They're simply not there.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Well, they've been poor all day, Derek, and you sense there's going to be a rollicking in that dressing room after the game.
Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Just look at the scoreline. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Mbappe. And Valverde. And in with a real chance. It must go in, surely. And the ball is in the net. And that is not going to count. The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision from the assistant referee. Spot on there.
Well, the attack finally comes to nothing, and the keeper has it. Half-time in the Champions League final. Well, we're not quite at the stage where we're tracking the record margin of victory in a major European final, but not far away, Lee.
Well, we were expecting a lot more, weren't we? A lot more competitive football. We haven't had that.
Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. David Alaba. Rudiger. Valverde. Bellingham. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Rashford can be problematic for opposing defenders. And he could be in proper trouble here. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Danger averted for now.
Well, goalkeepers live a charmed life at times, but that was just brilliant. Really, really good goalkeeping.
The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Marcus Rashford. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. And he saw the situation developing. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Might be a chance here. Under real pressure defensively. Will they pay the price? Barcelona, free kick. It'll be here. Rashford. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. And that is the sort of tackle he had scripted in his mind. So a throw in here. And space for the cross. De Jong. He succeeds in clearing it. Mbappe. And he might be through here. And still a chance. And a time for cool heads. Christensen needs to tread carefully. Marcus Rashford. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. There to take it away. He's in with a chance. And a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. Well, he can consider himself admonished even in the absence of a yellow card. And the penalty is converted. A goal it is. And now he can exhale.
Well, here's the replay. There's always a gamble when you go down the middle. You look a bit silly if the keeper stands up, but not this time, Derek. Dispatched.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Chances on. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, this is worth another look, Derek. Lovely movement and guile to easily evade the defender. And he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal. Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Oh, in with a chance! Well, he'll be irked with himself. Ran into an offside position. And very deftly cut out. Mbappe. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they can add. This might have potential. The free-kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Eric Garcia. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Half an hour remaining then. Oh, he's through here. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Marcus Rashford. Federico Valverde. Possession ceded by the Merengues. Lewandowski. And is this the moment for Lewandowski? And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded. And how strong was he here? Incredible to hold up the defenders and get his shot away. Lovely goal.
And providing width. It needs an accurate cross. And Bellingham. And now Rodrigo. Camavinga. And possession given away. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. End product or not. And he might be through here. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, don't you just love counter-attack football? Pace, power, coordination. The movement off the ball is absolutely brilliant. And there's a finish to match.
This is looking threatening. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. And space for him to cut in. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's the goal again, and he's just been caught napping, hasn't he? Had his pocket picked, rightly punished. Schoolboy stuff.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. And play halted, free kick given. And the referee has determined that that is a bookable offence.
I don't think you can think anything else after that challenge.
Went in strongly to win the ball. And they do like to press whenever they can. And the counter looks on here. Options available. And back to Bellingham. Chance here. But into the keeper's gloves. Nicely timed tackle. Not a very good challenge, and he skips past his man. Well, it makes a pretty picture for those photographers behind the goal, but I'm not sure he was ever going to score with that bicycle kick.
Well, overhead kick, looks good. Not really the option, though.
Lewandowski. Untidy on the ball. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. But it can't get all the way through. Counter-attacking, very much an option. So 20 minutes to go. Rashford. Close but offside nonetheless. Making progress. Mbappe in the centre. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Ter Stegen was never under pressure. Can he finish? Simple save, really. De Jong. Christensen. Lewandowski now. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Could cross it in here. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Lewandowski. It should be! Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Rafinha. Camavinga. And now Rodrigo. Given away by Real Madrid. And slipped through beautifully. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. And given that we're in the second half, and it has got a bit ugly from the scoreline point of view, what positives can you find, Lee?
Well, how do you mark that out of 10? For Barcelona, I'm going to give it...
Can he take advantage? What a vital intervention. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. De Jong. De Jong. Rashford. Defensive efficiency personified. Rashford. Barcelona free kick, it'll be here. Lewandowski. Well, that's how to hit them. Not quite accurate enough, though. Oh, poor from the keeper. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening.
Well, we're going to see the replay. The goalkeeper won't want to see this again. He gives the ball away. Still a bit to do, to be fair, but it's his fault.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Bellingham. Wonderfully weighted pass. Offside, close one. Christensen. De Jong. Rashford. Rashford. And he favours the inside route. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? They've lost it. Robbed them. And room now out on the wing. Can he play it in? High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
Garcia. 5 minutes left for play, and all pretty decisive. And based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. The referee has deemed that to be a bookable offence.
Absolutely, agree with that one.
Pedri. De Jong. Rashford. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. A bit of running room now on the wing. Dangerous ball. A really disappointing effort, you've got to say.
Well, he's way, way off target. A real poor effort with his head.
Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Will it be? Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Rodrigo. And he's broken free. The net is staring him in the face. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Lewandowski. And the penalty has been given here. A clear penalty and a yellow card to boot. And a timely penalty save. Not much time to make up his mind. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Looking for the angle. Save, but still a chance. And options in the centre. Can they convert? And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong, told the player exactly what he was thinking.
The keeper going in the right direction and saving it. Well, they do like to press whenever they can, and they've won possession again. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Crossing possibilities. Good-looking sequence. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. Mbappe. Well, the counter chance looks very real. A real opening now. And the post getting in the way. A very timely interception. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Alaba comes up with it. The record winners of the UEFA Champions League have done it again. For every success story, there's a hard line.